Now we are starting with template number 3, which is the letter form drawing. And let's see how to construct a 3D letter form out of 2D shapes. As you can see, we have used a sort of a 2D grid to mark these shapes, and we are going to transfer these shapes onto this 3D grid and then construct a 3D letter form. So because I don't want to draw one of these shapes, I want you to think about these. I'm going to draw and demonstrate the letter U that you can see here, which will not be present on your templates because I have hand drawn this. But you can draw any one of A, E, H or Y. I have chosen some simple letters that are easy to translate because you will be beginning with sketching. So let's start with this U. Now what we're going to do is construct this particular face onto this part of this face of the letter form, 3D form, right? So let's start marking the points. If you can see that this point will come here, and then this point is coming here, this point is coming here, and so on. So let me quickly mark all the points. Then I'm going to draw the curves. Now purposely I have not given curves for these letters, but I'm going to demonstrate some curves as well. So as I can see, it starts around halfway of this particular grid box, and here it is occupying the entire rectangle, the smaller rectangle in the grid. So here it will be occupying the entire space. Right now I'm going to construct this entire letter on this grid. Okay. So now I've come halfway through this, so this will be my point for starting this. Right, and even here it is, maybe this part is straight lines. So I'm using the grid, the 2D grid, to sort of mark the 2D shape first, which then I will use to convert it into a 3D format, right? So now my flat two-dimensional alphabet is constructed, and now I'm just going to use the depth to sort of extrude that into the third dimension. So I'm just going to use this grid. So I'm shading it for your benefit so that it is visible. You know, the template is a little dark. And that. Now I can just transfer these points down and this at the back. So, and this. So I have to now start just translating how this will. Right. I'm transferring the points onto this depth and constructing it in the third dimension. At the back also, you can see this point, and then you can't see anything beyond that because it's going to go below, right? So we'll not be able to see this part of the alphabet, which will be something like that, right? So I'm not touching that. Then the shading is only for understanding depth, as we did it for the cuboids, right? It is not artistic shading, but mainly for indicating the sensation of depth, right? Thus we have this letter. You can choose any one of these 4 alphabets and use this particular template to construct that 3D letter.